Hello everybody, I'm Allie Duzette. I am a professional intuitive if I haven't met you yet. Today I wanted to talk about COVID-19 and generational work. This is something that's been on my mind a lot in the past couple of days. When I was a teenager, I read a book called Fever 1793, and I remember almost nothing about it except for some very heartbreaking scenes that are forever burned into my memory. But the point of it all is that our ancestors have seen pandemics before, and they have seen widespread death from disease before. And this is an energy that we carry with us. Whenever our ancestors experience something that they don't completely process before they pass on, we get to finish that processing for them. And so here we are now, and I'm sure you have felt that immense energy of fear that is everywhere. And I just wanted to clarify for some of us that not all of this fear is ours, that some of this belongs to our ancestors. This is inherited trauma. And also, for many of us, our ancestors are our angels, and so if they have unresolved trauma, and they are the angels that are, our guardian angels, our guides, and they still have unresolved trauma, this can also come into play. Our angels are in our space, they're interplaying with our energy field, so addressing ancestral trauma about pandemics and quarantine and death and coughing and all of this kind of thing, addressing that stuff can be really helpful. If you are dealing with a lot of fear or panic about the current worldwide situation. So I want to do a little bit of energy work on this for everybody, but first I wanted to just encourage everybody to do your best to be mindful of your ancestors as you go about your days at this time. If you can, do like the scribble exercise to release inherited fear about pandemics or disease and that kind of thing. You can tune into your body, just close your eyes and take a deep breath and ask, like, body, what emotions do my ancestors have from situations like this that need to be released at this time? And you'll probably pick up a lot of fear, a lot of panic, and various other things of that nature, and just set the intention that as you breathe, once you've acknowledged these emotions, that they'll start to clear for you and for your ancestors. Okay, now with your permission, I wanted to do a quick bit of energy work for our generational panic. So tuning into the group energy, everyone that gives permission. Okay, what's coming up first is panic, surprise. It feels very like this, like feel it up in the chest, up in the neck, can't clear yet. Death, I see people watching other people die. I see a man walking down the street and then he just dies on the street. Can this clear yet? No. Fear, 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 fear. Fear I'm next. Fear I'm not next. Fear that I'm gonna have to watch other people suffer and I'll survive and my loved ones will die. There's a lot of fear about grotesque death, a lot of fear about what happens after death. I see a mass grave. I see, it's a horrible smell. Okay, there's this horrible the smell of death that's everywhere. Can it clear yet? No. Black Plague is coming up. 1918, influenza is coming up. I'm seeing like the Native Americans that were exposed to like smallpox and that kind of thing, like on the Columbus blankets, you know the story, mass deaths from that kind of disease. Even venereal disease is coming up. Can it clear yet? No. Shame about getting disease. I see a man preaching at a church saying, if you have a disease, it's because you're a bad person. Good people don't get sick. like if God loved you, he would have spared you from this disease. So if someone you loved got this disease, they're also probably going to hell. Can it clear yet? No. A feeling like going to throw up comes up. Just the feeling of horror and disgust and like this kind of feeling, like trying not to scream, not to throw up, not to react. This giant desire to run away, but feeling like, where else will I go? Everyone is sick. Everyone is sick. Can it clear yet? No. Fear, fear, fear. It's not fear of dying. It's not fear of the self, not fear of others. Fear of the sickness itself, fear of the pain, fear of feeling pain, fear of the body falling apart and not working the way it's supposed to, and hurting. Big fear of hurting. And this could all start to clear now. So go ahead. I'm already yawning. Take your deep breaths. I always tell my clients, I want to hear your breath. Hear it. Breathe out loud. Lots of force. Breathe this out. You can help it move along by tapping on your eyebrows, tap under your eyes, around your eyes, tap on your K27, on your, there's like a point right there that if you jab into it with your thumb, it's gonna hurt a lot, and that's really good, so you should do it. And tap your hands and breathe this all out. Processing ancestral fear surrounding death from pandemic. Releasing it, releasing it. Shaking it up. You can go ahead and just kind of like shake up the air around yourself. I like to move my hand in a circle around and move that energy, and I'll do it over my torso, just over my whole body. Shake it all out. Okay, that may have stirred up some stuff. If it did, good. Keep breathing it out. Keep tapping it out. You can watch this video over again as long as it takes until you feel like it is not, until you feel like it's not triggering anything anymore. And that will be a good choice. And so drink a lot of water, and remember that the things we are going through today, we're not going through them alone, and we have our ancestors on our side who have seen this before. Obviously not all of them have, but some of them have. And so we can draw on their wisdom while clearing out their fear. We don't have to carry this kind of fear and panic with us anymore. We're all in God's hands. So even if things get scary and crazy, it is going to be fine, and we are all fine. So just take a deep breath. You're fine. We're fine. It's all in God's hands, and things are going to be fine. So that's it for today. Thanks. Have a good day.